Thanks for coming on. This is Kerin with Thought Chemistry.
Hi, thank you for having me.
What does this mean?
Okay, so thought chemistry is AI assisted journaling. Basically, did you ever have a journal when you were a kid?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Do you,
briefly.
do you still?
No.
Why do you think you quit?
I don't like to think about my real life.
Oh,
I like to just drown myself in distractions.
most people do. That's interesting. So yeah, we came up with thought chemistry. Basically, this one is for our buyers. We have one journal for our buyers. We have journals we
What's
do.
a buyer mean?
A buyer for homes. So if
Oh,
you come,
okay.
yeah. So if you're looking to be a buyer, and you know that you don't know where to start because you're a
Yeah,
first time
yeah.
home buyer,
So
then
this
I send them this journal.
this
and
goes
they'll-
with your realtor work.
Correct.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I'm looking to buy a home,
Yeah,
you might give this to me
I would.
right away.
Yes, and I also am a proponent for people looking into ChatGPT.
Okay.
So, because there's people that are very afraid of using AI right
Yeah.
now, and basically, I'm coming from a viewpoint that you are its muse. Basically, when people and creators come together, do you know what a muse
Yeah.
is?
No. I
It's
don't.
it's something. It's like a person that encourages you to make art. Like
Oh, okay.
Mona Lisa
Yeah.
was the muse for, she sat and she was the model, but she also was the inspiration for the Mona Lisa.
Okay.
Okay, her name was Lisa, I think it's Caprononi or something, and she definitely was the behind it. She's the most famous muse that you talk about,
Yeah.
right? And so, like, painters will have possibly their canvases, or writers have their manuscripts, and AI basically has us.
Oh.
We are AI.
So would AI be the canvas?
Yes,
Okay.
right? Or
Okay.
you can be the muse for AI. So basically, it's creative. You're putting all of your
Yeah.
thoughts of the day into these different prompts that I ask questions for.
Yep.
And as you do that during the week and during the month, it starts to understand you and come up with your own algorithm. So if you don't do those things, if you don't, have you ever put your name into ChatGPT?
Yes.
What does it say about you?
Good things.
Good.
I mean, it breaks
course.
kind of pulls whatever's on media, but then it knows who I am.
Yes.
So then it's like, but I don't think the media is an accurate portrayal of you, Ben.
Oh, I
And then
love
it's
that.
like, da 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 da.
And it tells you how you can train it.
Yes.
Right? So that's so like the elderly generation, or the generation that is my parents, or, even older than that, they haven't even put their name into ChatGPT.
Yeah, they've never touched it.
They don't want to. They're so scared, or they just think it's not necessary. But the thing is if you are in business and you haven't checked it out, sorry about that. If you're in business and you have not checked out AI, you have not put your name into ChatGPT at all, then it's coming up with its own answers about you.
Yeah.
You are AI right now. We are training it to say what we want it to say about us. And if you are not in there, first of all, it's giving you an echo chamber. Do you know what an echo chamber is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you're just getting more of your own thoughts, right? So if you are a Democrat, you're just seeing Democratic things that are going on, right? You're not even seeing the other side. So there was a philosopher, sorry, let me turn this off. There was a philosopher in the 1960s. His name's Carl Jung.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
Jung, yes. And he had something called transcendent function. And basically what he said was that if you have two options, and both of those options aren't options that you want to choose,
Yeah.
give yourself time and space, and a third option will come
Okay.
that is not compromising those two options, but is a better option altogether.
Yeah.
And the thing is with AI is that we're not seeing that, because we're literally only seeing one side, right? We're just seeing what
So you
we
think
want.
AI is an echo chamber?
It is right
A
now.
good echo chamber or a bad?
It could be both, right? It depends. So, like, it's mostly bad, I think, if you're not aware that it's an echo
Okay.
chamber.
Yeah.
If you think that you are getting unbiased.
No, I talked to ChatGPT and I'm like, please just don't go along with me. Just like tell me when I'm wrong.
That's great. You can say that.
Tell me the opposite. Like,
Right. You could say, give me the other viewpoint.
one of my favorite prompts is, what questions should I be asking?
That's something that people are afraid to even put in there, right?
Yeah.
They're not even touching it. So as a buyer, my buyers have a lot of anxiety because they're right now, the government's closed down. They don't know if
Yeah.
their loans are going to close. They don't know what's going to happen, right? So I came up with this journal. It prompts them to ask it questions, to put things in there, to put their anxieties in there about things that they have questions about, because it's all new vocabulary a lot of times if if you haven't bought a house before. So I talk about what are contingencies, like here, like what's an escalation clause, what's appraisal gap coverage, what are contingencies, what
Yeah.
leverage does being a cash offer give you, what kind of paperwork are you going to have to sign, what are we going to have to talk about, what are the questions that you could ask when you get to the end of the paperwork and you don't understand them. And I thought that I went over those things with you, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Right. And so,
So is this like the first, like, let's say I wanted to buy a house for the first time. I've never bought a house.
okay.
You would work through this house buying Bible, kind of.
Basically, yes, or guide. We're not going to call it a Bible. We
Yeah,
will not be
we're gonna
blasphemous.
get.
We're not going to say that. But I do like to. I'm a teacher at heart. I don't know if you knew that, but I was a science
Oh, I
teacher.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I was a science
Okay.
teacher for years, and I love teaching. Now, unfortunately, teachers don't make enough money, and they're
Yeah.
disrespected in a lot of ways. Disrespected in a lot of ways when you're face to face. You know, you're
Yep.
like, hey, as you walk into this classroom, my only rule is please don't speak while I'm speaking. Do you think
Yeah.
kids can do that?
Nope.
No, right? And so that right from the bat, you're like, oh, we're going to be at odds, you know?
Yeah.
And so I feel like in the real estate world, I'm still a teacher, but and then also, you know, I work with investors that have done this a billion times, so this isn't going to help them. But there's going to be
Yep.
different questions and different prompts that they can put into ChatGPT that's going to help them
Yeah.
through their process, although they don't need to know what a contingency is because obviously they've done this before. But this helps you know what your lender is going to ask you for pre-approval. What documents are you going to need?
So
You know?
yeah, this is like a guide for home buying, and then the journal part of it, is that specifically like home buying journal, like where do I live? Like where do I want to be?
Yes. And I give you
How do I
a
do it?
questionnaire. It's
Yeah.
actually a Google form. I text it to you when you say I'm interested, and it asks you, what cities are you interested in? What kind
Yeah.
of furniture are you trying to have in your home? Do you need handicap accessible ramps? Do you know, all of the questions that a new buyer would
Oh.
need, right?
Okay.
Because obviously there's different needs
Yep.
depending on who you are and what's going on in the world. And it's always a good time to buy. Up, down,
Yeah.
whatever the market is doing, if you feel confident that you have enough money to pay a mortgage, just say that you're paying $1,200 for rent already, right? You can literally ask a lender and say, with insurance and my HOA fee and everything, I want to pay $1,200 a month. Is that possible? And how much would I buy for at that price point, right?
Yep.
And depending on what the interest rate is, you can either buy more or less, or you might even have to get into something before you get into a home, but we can help you, figure
So
out what you need to do.
what do you think is the biggest reason that people buy homes with the clients you work with?
So I think that every American has an opportunity to own something that you don't have to share with. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, the mortgage, the bank owns it, right? But you're working towards something. I feel like every payment that I make on a mortgage that's successful is giving me more ownership into America.
Yeah, I guess the idea is like, because I pay $950 a month. And
Right. So that, I mean,
So-
very soon you're going to be at a point where you're going to be paying $1,500 a month or whatever. And
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah.
go, oh my gosh.
So rent's gonna go up,
Rent's going to always go up.
and it's not something you own.
It's not something you own. Now, the problem with buying a house or owning a house, those two things are different, right? Buying a house, you're going to pay, let's say, $1,200 a month on your mortgage.
Yeah.
Okay. But then something goes wrong. Now it's on your head to fix it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So you have to also understand that it's an investment and you're going to try to hold it for as many years as you're
Yeah.
interested in holding it, and that you're interested in putting in so much money. And if you see, oh gosh, it needs a new roof and it needs new windows and it needs a new water heater, but I'm not interested in putting that kind of money into something, then you're not ready to be a buyer.
So you have to understand there's gonna be maintenance with it on
It
top of your
is.
mortgage payment.
you're going to own something. It's kind of like when you decided to go into business for yourself,
Yeah.
right? You're like, I don't really need a boss. I'm self,
Yeah.
I'm self-employed. I can make myself wake up every morning and do the things that I need to do.
Yeah.
And so I can do that. So now I don't need a boss. But the thing is that in life, now your clients are your boss.
Well,
Right?
yeah, and you're responsible too. If you don't get clients, if you don't get customers, you also don't get paid.
Exactly.
And it's the same
Same thing.
with ownership, where you're responsible for the entire thing. If it burns down, it's your problem.
Yeah, right.
As a renter, if it burns down,
Hopefully you have rental
you either
insurance.
have renter's insurance, but it's still like, I
Somebody
don't
else is
think
taking care of
renters are
it.
really ever going to be paying for a house if
Right.
something happens.
Right. No.
A tree falls,
Yeah.
roof leaks, it's not your problem.
It's not on you.
But
And some people like that.
yeah, I like it. I like how simple it is. It's just
Yeah.
like,
And then
take my money,
yeah.
no problems.
And then so maybe someone like you moves into a condo because that's a lot like that, right? So a condo, they take care of all of the outside structures. Like if a tree fell.
So you can have, it's not just like you're renting or you're not. You can also do the condo, which is less responsibility.
Right, exactly.
But still some ownership.
But also you're sharing walls with people many times. You don't have that animosity or,
Is that typically more affordable? A condo?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes if it's like less square footage or if, but you're paying an HOA then? You're paying a fee?
Oh,
yeah.
A
So a condo association fee that is going to raise your price. So for instance, there's some beautiful condos on the lake, on Belleville Lake, that I'd love to live in. But the HOA is so high is that I'm going to have my mortgage, I'm going to have my HOA, now it's over what I want to be paying. So it kind of depends. You can find a really affordable house or a piece of land and put a barn dominium on it, or put like a manufactured home. You can build, we've got so many options for people.
So based off what you know of me, what do you think I should do?
Oh, so you're paying $900 a month right now for rent?
Yeah.
I think you should keep saving. Save for your down payment. If you can have a 20% down payment, then you don't have to pay this thing called pity, which is like basically, you have to pay it, but there's this, you might have to cut this out because I don't know if this is all correct, but if you don't put down 20%, basically you end up having to pay more per month until you can prove that you are qualified, because you don't have as big of a down payment.
Well, there's more credibility.
Yeah.
What's the lowest down I could do?
0. There are loans that you can do 0 down payment.
Sounds like those are going to be fun loan terms.
Right. So that's the thing.
So
it depends.
you pay 0 down, but
it's 10%.
You're going to pay $6 billion in interest.
Right. So like you can get into a land contract with someone, which is just like, for instance, someone that owns a house that is like, I'll hold the mortgage. You can pay me back. Now you don't have to deal with the bank, but they can charge you up to 11%.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of times. And I'm in very high interest loans sometimes. I take hard money and things just to flip homes or to grab an Airbnb that I want.
But then you don't need anything down, which is
right. But it's also more of a risk.
Yeah.
Because you only have short terms. You have to figure out how you're going to pay it off. You have to get approved for something else in the future. So, but refinancing is always a thing when people are like, oh, is this a bad time to get in? And it's like, it's never a bad time to get in.
Because you can refinance
you can always refinance. And, but it depends. Like, are you ready to take on the responsibility? It is just like having a dog, or it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a big responsibility.
What does refinancing actually mean? Because like, I've heard it a lot, but I don't know what that means.
So that's what a lot of the lenders would rather focus on is refinances instead of doing new mortgages, because they're faster and they can get on the phone and but refinancing means that you had a high interest rate on your first mortgage, and that right now in the world, they have dropped interest rates for some reason. And right now, actually, they've dropped by 2% from the last couple of years, because they were like 8% like in the last couple of years. And then right now they're like 6. So like if people refinance right now, they're still maybe saving money, 2% for their loan, and it might be worth it for them. But there's always fees involved of refinance.
So there's refinance fees. Yeah. So if let's say I start at 11, the market drops, I could refinance.
Yeah.
Now, are you doing that with the same lender, or is it like Chase could be like, hey, I'm going to I'm going to
It's
refinance.
not usually the same lender. There's so many
Okay.
lenders out
Because
there that are
basically
fighting.
they say, hey, we're going to pay it off. We're
Right.
going to get your money.
Mhm.
We're going to do it for a lower percentage.
And a
Okay.
lot of times when you're in your home purchase and in your mortgage, another company will come and buy that company or will buy your loan. And while you're in that loan, the bank will change or the name will change. And you're like, who am I paying right now?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they'll send you tons of notices like, hey, we've been, accumulated by
Yeah.
another company or
Okay.
there was an acquisition. Yeah. So it's interesting because like a lot of times I'm like, am I paying the right person? Like I always check because I'm like,
Yeah. So, but like long story short, if you wanted to buy and it's high, the market's high, in 3 years you can refinance with another
yes.
company.
Yeah.
There will
And
be
you
some
don't,
fees, but
yeah. And you don't want to get into, I mean, I guess people do get into it, but they're adjustable rate mortgages.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Is that
So
you don't want to touch it usually.
because it's real, because they really at the end of the term can, if you can't get out of it, then you're really like
Can you
high.
refinance adjustable rate?
I'm not a lender, so I'm going to stay in my lane.
Fair
I don't
enough,
know.
fair
I don't
enough, fair
know.
enough.
I don't know about that. But tell me about Honorable Pest. I want to know exactly what do you guys cover?
Have you ever seen like a spider?
So many
We've got bees in our living room.
in their living room.
We're in a hotel right now. Can you help us get our house back? I guess.
That bad.
Yeah, pretty.
So
It's
what
not that
happened?
uncommon.
So what happens? The bees end up making a huge nest on the outside of the house, and somehow they find the way in.
So what happened in this case, and this is part of why people should call us, but the homeowner was like, "Oh, I've got a bee's nest in my siding," so they sealed it up, which they were thinking like, "Oh, it's gonna trap them in. They're gonna die." What it actually does is those bees are in there. They're sealed up. They're like,
Where do I go? Where do I go?
And
They
they will go through the drywall.
That's what happened to me, I think,
Yeah.
because we also had that same issue. And my boyfriend's he can do it himself.
Yep.
He's not going to call you guys. But so he like kills them all or whatever. And then they start coming into the house.
So, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, all by the windows, like all the windows but they go through drywall. I didn't know that.
So they will dig a hole through it because it's kind of like they'll dig a hole through. And then
that's what happened.
they came into the house. They flooded the house.
Ours didn't flood. They were all dead when they came in, thank goodness. But oh my gosh.
So the other thing that can happen is depending on what you use to treat them.
Yeah.
It'll just like piss them off. And then they'll go through that's probably what happened to you. They probably didn't go through the actual drywall. They just got mad. And then they're all like, and then they'll go in.
And then they're all dying.
So that's a big call. I mean, we've had people like, there's a raccoon in our living room.
So I've had that. I've had people call me like, I want to sell my house because I can't get rid of the raccoons. Like, yeah, like, can you come over? I'm like, no, sir. Like, we need to. Like, if you're living with raccoons, I'm like, how long has this been an issue? Oh, years. Oh, well, they are living in your attic for years? Yes, now they're in the garage and the attic, and I can't sleep.
So that's something we would fix. They probably just didn't know a good pest control company.
I mean, I put somebody, I gave them, not you guys at the time, but oh my gosh, I don't know. Like people live like that. They literally don't know what to do. Yes. So that's so good that you're there to help. I'm sure that like getting their house back feels so good.
Yeah. And just, it's even if they're not pushed out into like a hotel, when you're in a house with an infestation, it doesn't feel like you have your house. Really?
Really?
Because you've got,
over.
Whether it's spiders or bed bugs.
What kind of spiders do you guys treat for? Brown recluses?
Yeah, everything.
Have you seen them?
I don't know. I don't know if we've seen a ton.
Yeah.
I know there's a few black widows too.
It's so amazing. Well, it's an invasive species, right? I'm sure that it's not something that was like here to start.
Probably.
It comes in on on contractor stuff. If they're like wood from another place that's coming here, you know what I mean? Whatever.
But we treat for different things. Like brown recluse and black widows. Those are like venomous. Like
those are the ones that I care about. I don't care about anything else.
Those taken care of.
I've seen, but I think it was wolf spiders that we had, and I thought that they look very close to brown recluse.
Those will be a nasty bite. I've been bit by a wolf spider.
Really?
Yeah, it's nasty.
We have a ton of those. Well, we did last year.
It's not as bad as brown recluse or black widow.
Right, of course.
But a wolf, it was. I was like, the next day, I
Yeah.
was like, what happened?
Yeah, my son's my husband, my son's father, he got bit by a brown recluse in California, on our first date.
Really?
He was gardening, and so the whole first date, his arm is just getting purple, and it just keeps
Yeah.
on growing and
And
growing. And
he's
I'm like,
just
"Hey, dude, something's." He's like, "Yeah, I got bit by a spider." I'm like, and after that, he went to the hospital, got it
so
sucked out.
yeah. The way to avoid that would
Ooh,
that's yeah
it was so gross.
that's
But he was because he had, I think we were had watermelons or pumpkins, something. It was like a deep thing that he was digging in the dirt, right?
normally we're grossing people out with our stories.
You're like, ew, that's disgusting.
That's
No, don't get bit, is all I'm saying. Yeah.
so the way to avoid that
Yeah.
is to just get quarterly treatments,
Okay.
which will hit the full exterior. That way, anything trying to get in they'll like go on the siding
And
and
then do
die.
you do the interior
And then we'll
too?
hit the interior for our initial. We'll hit the interior if you're
Is it
seeing
like
anything.
is it like a fog or like what do you do for spiders?
It's a chemical spray. You have to be out for 4 hours. After that, it's food grade. So you
Would it
basically
hurt my pets after the 4 hours?
no, no, it's
Really?
food grade.
You okay.
You could, as long as you're not licking your floors within 4 hours, you're fine.
Okay.
So you take
But
it.
how about like the stuff that like blows up after that? Like it's all in the air?
No, it dries.
Okay, it dries, but then it's still particles. So how do I clean after it?
Well, what happens is once it dries, it's basically stuck on the surface, and you spray all the baseboards and all the cracks because that's where spiders are coming through.
Yeah.
Once it dries, it's harmless to animals and humans.
Okay. So you
Well,
don't clean. You just leave it.
you're right. When the spiders go on it, they'll like absorb it and it'll kill them.
What if I clean my baseboards with like if I wipe them down? Is that going to
Well,
take away the
it will reduce its
effectiveness?
effectiveness. You're probably not going to clean it perfectly.
Okay.
So it'll take the effectiveness down.
Okay.
But the chemicals are only effective for 60 to 90 days anyway.
Oh.
So that's why we do quarterly treatments.
Oh.
So you hit the house initially, that kills off everything in the house, and you hit the exterior. The exterior spray is where the money's at, or the actual protection. Because then once you get the exterior, they won't be able to work their way in.
I should send you over to this house that we just closed on maybe like 6 or 7 months ago that she was bit by a brown recluse when she was a kid. And she's so
she needs
anti-spider.
This will be protection for that and wipe out any population that's on the inside already.
Okay.
So
I'll let her know.
That's the spider coverage. And then you also cover a lot of other, like, you won't get hornets coming and building a nest because you have this exterior barrier.
Oh, so it's against all pests. It's not just spiders?
Yeah. Like 99% of the pests.
Okay.
So
like, what if you have, many people in Michigan don't probably have like mice and rats and stuff inside their house, right?
Tons of mice.
Tons of mice.
We get tons of mice.
In attics or where?
Well, they'll work their way to attics. They actually come in at the foundation.
Okay.
They're not like they have, if they're going to get to the attic, how are they getting up
I
there?
just feel like when I'm doing inspections that the places that I find mice.
You'll find them staying up in attics, but they're traveling up and down.
So they didn't start there.
Correct.
And they could be in the walls still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Walls.
but we wouldn't know it on an inspection.
Do you inspect attics?
I mean, yeah, of course.
So when you inspect an attic,
We'll see the droppings.
You'll see droppings.
Yeah.
You'll see the other high traffic areas under sinks.
Oh.
So you'll see tons there.
Okay, I'll look there. I don't, I look, but I don't know what I'm looking for.
So, we cover that also. That's actually included with the quarterly treatments.
Okay.
So what you do for that, it's a different process because it's not the chemical's not going to do anything to them.
Okay.
We put bait stations on the exterior, and then when they come in, they'll eat the poison. It'll dehydrate them. They'll go to their water source outside, drink the water, and when they drink it, it activates and kills them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably should have called you. I recently had a house that had a cat in it. Okay, this is so crazy.
Okay.
I saw the cat a few times when I was there.
Yeah.
But the contractors, every time they were there, it either was going out and eating. I don't know what it was doing.
Yep.
I have no idea. But there was clearly a cat in this house, okay? And it was hiding, and I could not find it. I mean, I'm hitting on the walls. I'm hitting on the ceiling. I'm like trying to find this cat, right?
Yep.
And everyone's telling me I'm crazy. Kerin, there's no cat there.
There's no cat.
No cat. what would you guys have done different? Like, anyway, the cat ended up dead. We went
Oh,
back.
really?
Oh God, it was the like worst day of my life. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I could have saved the cat. What would you have done differently?
So I guess what's the context? Are you sold? The house was sold?
Well, it was empty. The people had moved out. The people didn't, they did have a cat, but they said that they thought that they didn't want it or whatever. And so I had called them and said, hey, I see this cat, but they were like, we don't, it's okay. It's a stray, whatever.
So it
Um,
was the past owner's cat that they
I
left?
don't know. I don't know if they
Okay.
left it or if it was just like one that got in while the guys were working
Oh,
and they had the doors open and it was
so
warm. I
okay.
don't know.
So
But it was getting in and out somehow and we had redone the whole house. There's
yeah,
no holes. There was no way for it to get in and out. I
yeah.
have no idea how it was living. And I wasn't leaving it food because everyone was telling me I was crazy. So then when it died, I was like, I should have left it food. I felt so
Well,
bad.
it's hard to know when everyone's gaslighting you.
Everybody was gaslighting me.
It doesn't exist. You're
Like,
crazy.
I know, because I would get there and then I would look through the window and I would see the damn cat. And then when you get in there, gone. You're like, you
That's
do not
funny.
know where it went. So, like, what if somebody, just say that somebody calls you and says, hey, I have a pest. It's a cat. It's a mouse.
Yeah.
And you don't find it. What do you
Well,
guys do?
there's different, depending on what they want. Like if you would have called us, we probably would have just had one of our technicians do a full inspection
Okay.
of everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't understand how it's getting in without
I don't,
anybody noticing. Yeah, I'm guessing it just stayed in there.
it might have just been living there and it was getting out when the door was open or whatever. And so it was getting food or mice
Yeah.
or whatever. And then it was just living. But like we
I just don't know
starved it,
how.
I
I don't know how it's coming in and out without anybody seeing
maybe
it.
it was just eating the mice in the house.
It
Maybe
could have been doing that.
maybe there were rodents in the house.
But in a situation like that, you have different options. We probably just would have done a thorough inspection, similar to what you did.
Yeah.
If we felt like, I've heard stories about cats, and I even have this in my apartment, they can go behind the bathtub. So a closet opens up, it's right next to the bathtub. It opens like a cavity back there.
Yes, we did have a cat that got into the wall like that once.
So, but in a situation where we know there's something somewhere, we actually can punch a hole in the drywall and scope it.
Oh, that's cool.
With a like, it's
Okay.
basically
Now I know.
like a,
That's
yeah,
what I would have had you do.
it's just a cable with a
Because
light.
I thought it was in the basement. Every time it would run to the basement and I was
Yeah.
like, looking in the rafters, I was like, so it's hard to know because like you said, it can get back behind the drywall maybe.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's what we would do if there's something inside of the walls and we don't have access,
You
is
have
we
a
can
scope.
we have a scope, yeah. Or I think we have it.
My friend in Texas or in Oklahoma, she had a whole like bunch of kittens one day living in her wall, and they had to break into the wall to get them
Yeah.
out. They don't even know how they ended up.
Well,
She
we'll
just
do that too if we find something.
like
We'll
meow,
open up the
meow,
wall.
meow. It's like, what is going on? I have all
Yeah.
these cats in my
That's
wall.
terrible.
Like, how did they end up being born back there? It's
I
so
just
crazy.
adopted a cat.
You did?
Yeah.
I love cats. You know that
He's sweet.
I looked up a statistic in Ann Arbor. There's like something like 75% of humans that like cats
Oh,
over
really?
dogs.
Ann
In Ann
Arbor.
Arbor specifically, you're in the right spot. is all
So
I'm saying.
we haven't done a ton of domestic live catching
Okay.
where you've
We
got,
do have I have some live. What are they? Traps. If you ever need one.
well, not even that, but like if somebody's got a stray cat in their living room,
Oh.
they're not going to want to set a live.
No.
So live catching is different.
Oh.
So live catching is where you've got an animal in your living room, you need it caught
Yeah.
and gone.
Okay.
Because you're not gonna put a live trap and wait for it to go in there. Like you're trying to live your life in your
It's not going to go in there. That was the thing.
that too.
Oh, I
unless
could've
you have the
done-
right bait.
I could have done that with the cat. You're right. I could have put.
Well,
you guys.
yeah, you could have.
That's what I should have done.
You could have done,
Put food in the cage.
like I probably would have done a full inspection and then live trap if you didn't find it.
Smart.
But anyway, if somebody has or even a neighbor's cat in their living room that's aggressive, that would be domestic live catching, where we come and actually catch it
What do you
inside the home.
do? How do you catch it?
Well, you have it's a safety stick. So it's basically,
It goes like around their head, and then you like,
yeah, it's kind of like a noose.
yeah. Well, cats are fine with that. Like,
Yeah,
you got
it's
that extra.
So it's like 6 foot long. And so you got the big loop, you stick it
You
out
get it
and
in
you
the
pull the string
corner.
and then it goes
Shoot it, and then you
and
get
it'll
it.
like catch them.
That's great.
That way you don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
But that's what we would do. And then I'm working on building out a partnership with one of for strays specifically that we end up in possession of, partnering with Humane Society or
Good.
some other adoption
It's great.
business. It's
There's a cat cafe on Jackson Road.
oh, I
You
should
you
check it
will
out.
love it. It's so fun. There's like all these cat games. You go in, board games, and then you just sit there and they just like
That's
climb
right.
all over you. And
That's perfect for Ann Arbor.
oh,
The 75.
that's our goal. That's our goal. My son and I want to open a cat cafe someday.
That'd be
Like, that's
awesome.
my retirement plan.
Do they adopt or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. So ask them. I don't know if they have like if they give the shots and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
that and neuter.
So we're actively developing a partnership with
I love it.
somebody there
I love it.
because we're that's gonna be part of. It's not gonna be a ton. Like you don't get a ton of domestic animals coming in.
Yeah. Oh, you
but
know
we
what?
will.
I need to plug Strive Workspaces real quick. Can I tell you
Go
about them?
for it. Yeah.
Okay, so how did you end up here at Strive Workspaces?
I drove here. Yeah.
No,
I'm just kidding.
but like, how did you and
Well,
Nick,
I don't know. So
you don't know how
Nick's
Nick?
my business partner. I
Yeah.
don't know how he found you.
So I don't either. But anyway, he was a virtual
Google.
office. Yeah. What do you guys like most about having the private office right now?
I mean, we can do podcasts in it.
I can put my cool lights in here.
The other thing that the whole facility as a whole is really nice.
Nice.
And the common area.
Thank you.
That's probably one of the strengths because we've checked out other office spaces. The common area is for sure a big value add.
Yay! And our front desk girl.
and we have the most edit. She's the front desk girl. If you don't
The
know.
community manager is the best.
I don't know the most. Yeah.
No. So we have $100 dedicated desks deal right now.
Okay.
Those cubicles. And so basically you can come here, and if it's too loud in there, you have the phone booths, and also we have some of the extra offices that you can shut the door. So it's just a very affordable way for small businesses to be able.
So I know the biggest question people are going to be asking.
Let me know.
Do they get unlimited candy from the front?
Well, you do, obviously. It's October and we have like unlimited candy right now, but it keeps disappearing. And I'm like, oh, no. Ben, where is all the candy?
I know you, yeah.
That's funny. So there's always candy here. It's not just in October.
And then coffee.
Coffee
and tea.
Coffee is unlimited.
Because I know some of us fuel our entire life motivation off coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, we love that too. So we've got coffee here. We've got tea here. We've got the water. We've got.
And a whole kitchen setup.
And protein snacks. Like I leave like cheeses in there, or like hard boiled eggs a lot of times, or like Lunchables for people, because we don't want anyone to get hangry here. And we do have about 25 members now that are here each day. And so it's like a little family. I'm just like really happy here. Yeah. Like I don't know if you can tell.
I was at a networking group yesterday.
You were?
And the lady is she's in that room right there.
Oh yeah, Nicole.
Yeah. She was like, wait, you guys are right next to me in the Strive building.
Wait, where were you guys for the networking? Why wasn't I invited?
It was Ann Arbor BNI.
Oh, I don't even know.
You can come, but they're going to try to sell you.
That's okay. I need to go. I want to get all the people to come to Strive Workspaces and
I'll text you next time I go.
Okay. Awesome. So we do have these private offices for under $500 a month, which is amazing to be able to shut your door, be here 24/7. You get a code to get into the
24/7 access is cool. So when I want to do 3 a.m. podcasts,
absolutely, you're allowed. Yeah, we don't encourage anyone to sleep here, obviously.
Yeah,
but because I don't want to come in the morning and be freaked out.
I know you're like,
you slept here last night with it. Go home.
But between that and the nice kitchen, it's like
I love that.
It's essentially working from home, except a more professional space.
Right,
and you can do business meetings.
And you can come in, and if other people are making calls, then you feel encouraged to also work.
Yeah.
And so I feel like when I come in, and it's not like a day wasted of just like, it's like, hey, how you doing? Like seeing friendly faces. And
the biggest reason because I have quite a bit of space at my actual house.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not professional to bring business clients to my house. Not really. So if somebody's got a home office and they're thinking about going to somewhere, this would be a good fit for that.
Yeah. And I do believe that because it's so affordable per month, that you can have your home office and come here 3-4 days a week and then be at home another.
Yeah. If they wanted to go with just like a cubicle.
Oh, the $100 a month. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you have this office, you can just build this out as your
Oh,
yeah.
You could be here every day. Yeah, definitely. And that was what someone said to me recently. She said, she wanted to do the virtual office just to add having an address. Yeah. And then she was like, for only like $30 more, I can be, there every day. And
that's a no-brainer.
Right. And she's like, that's going to encourage me to work harder and to come in more. So I'm just going to pay the $100.
So yeah, my business partner, Nick, he was talking to me the other day and he's like, I don't ever want to work at home. I just feel lazy. I get distracted.
It's he has, I mean, you have children, you have a wife, you
Yeah,
have kids,
exactly.
you have the dog sometimes is barking. Like I loved working from home, like during COVID, because I was a teacher
Yep.
and I was doing real estate, but it definitely was distracting. You had the kids yelling, you had the laundry, the dishes, the
Yep.
dog, everything. And the dog wanted to go out multiple times a day. And I felt bad. So I took her. So then that's cutting into my
Yeah. Yeah.
productivity.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And you just have to be able to draw a line sometimes. It's like, okay, this is my work life. This is your home for your work life.
Yeah.
And then you have
Oh, it is.
then you have a home.
That's a
And
great
that's your
space.
family life. Yeah. And it has to be separate. It's so hard. I'm to the point where, and definitely from a big family that we're all workaholics, like literally
Yeah.
work. And that's because we believe in hard work and doing fun things, experiences. Basically, I always like to spend my money on experiences over items.
Yeah.
So we've done Disney a billion times, and we go to different countries and do Disney.
Yep.
And I think my kid's pretty much over Disney at this point, so that my days of Disney might be over. But I may
They're
have
old
to,
enough.
yes, I might have to put my money into something else at this
Was
point.
Disney for the kids or for you?
Both, very much both. We had friends from the mom group, and so then the moms were a lot of fun, and they planned everything. They were actually Disney. They are Disney travel agents.
Oh,
So they would do all the planning, all of the meals, all of the stays, everything. So I would just say, how much do I owe you?
Yeah.
Basically. And they would like help me with my flights.
That's so handy.
Oh, gosh, I would have never have done it. I'm so blessed to have met these ladies because it was, let's say 10 years of multiple Disney trips a year.
Yeah.
And it's nice when you're in like raising children together with other women. It seemed, and men, but some dads were included. But also those friendships for me are really deep. And then now that my son is older, even if he doesn't stay in touch with those people, because it changes or whatever, he will always be able to reach out to them and have those memories. So
yeah. So thanks for coming on. I have a couple questions.
Go ahead.
Final. Who can I connect you with being in like a position of talking to a ton of business owners? Who's most valuable for me to connect you with?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm really trying to get the chamber in here. The reason why I found out about this place was because of the chamber. They were
in Strive building.
Yes, before I was the community manager. And so I would just like more events to be held here.
So you want them to host events in here?
I do.
Okay.
And I want what you're doing is so worthy to me. For me just meeting the guy that was here right beforehand.
Yeah. Dennis.
Yeah. He, just those people that are community, small business, you doing this podcast and bringing people in is so valuable to me.
Yeah.
And to Strive.
So Chamber, I'm going to get them on the podcast.
Okay.
And I'll give you a plug.
Oh my gosh. I would love that. Thank you. Yes, because I would just like them to, the last time that they were here was a while back and I wasn't the community manager and we didn't have all these whiteboard tables. We didn't have all of the cool things going on. So I'd like them to see the space again.
Yep.
And since we have some of the smaller spaces under $500, I'd like them to know that they're here and then also that we can do
Can I give them a free event?
Oh, yeah.
So like, hey, you can come here for free, try it out.
And we want them to have the events here to bring the other people. So like, I'm going to give them a discount, obviously, on the hourly or whatever.
Brilliant. I think that's smart.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then can I put Strive in like the description for the podcast?
Absolutely. Yeah. Strive Ann Arbor, Strive Workspaces Ann Arbor. We have our own Instagram that I run. And yeah, you and I can do whatever.
Do you want your realtor services on there too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is that me being a community manager up front, I am a realtor. Basically, I'm like giving the tours and selling the offices.
Sure.
So,
but you also help people get residential.
But also residential, yeah. And I don't do commercial as much. This is the biggest commercial gig that I've ever really taken.
Yeah.
But obviously, the man that owns this building, he has a lot of commercial business, and he is a commercial realtor as well.
Okay. Thank you, Kerin, for coming on.
Kerin.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's true. Just don't call me late for dinner. Call me whatever you want, right? Thank you. Ben likes this popcorn specifically. This is exactly in his cute little marketing on it. This is what I get for the podcast.
Yes, every podcast guest gets free popcorn.
I will edit this for you if you want me to, if you send it to me.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to send it because you're probably gonna have to do it through Google.
Well, maybe we can work something out.